Number 1. Keep a journal. So the first tip to become more self-aware is to keep a journal. Numerous studies have shown that people who keep a journal are more happy and are also more successful. Now, it doesn't have to be a very time-intensive task if you don't want it to be. The whole point of this exercise is to become more in tune of how you are feeling every day and then look back and reflect on it. Something that I like to think a lot about with regards to keeping a journal is that the value of writing is not in the writing of itself, but in reading it when you're in a different state of mind. However, I'd like to draw a very clear distinction between keeping a journal and writing a diary. While writing a diary does not really have an end goal apart from just writing down your feelings and what happened that day, keeping a journal has a very direct purpose, and that is personal evolution. In order to get you started with writing a journal, here's a basic structure inspired by Tim Ferriss. Every morning before you do anything else, write down 3 things that are bothering you the most. Then write down 3 things that you're grateful for. In addition to this, I also like to write down my tasks for the day. Then I write down whatever else I feel like writing. And then, at the end of the day before going to bed, you should write down a few words about how you felt that day, the events that occurred, and other stuff. Now, this is for you to vent and to document your thoughts. You can also write down the task that you plan to do for the next day. Keep doing this every day for at least a month to make it a habit. And every weekend, go back through your journal and look at everything that you wrote the previous week. Once you start to do this enough, you will begin to see patterns in your behavior. Patterns that you couldn't see before. Maybe you realize that your interactions with your neighbor really do make your day better. So you should start hanging out with them more. Maybe you'll realize that whenever you eat junk food for lunch, the rest of your day becomes unbearable. So start eating healthier. Whatever you can measure, you can improve. And keeping a journal is the best way to measure self-awareness. It doesn't matter if it's digital or in a traditional notebook. All that matters is that you are consistent.